Hey folks, I'm Gary McLean. I'm with Talent Talk. We are at Eau Claire Market, ready to check out the premiere of The Ties That Bind. And off to my right here, we have Joel Goundry, one of the producers of the film, and we'll kind of get his take on the film production itself, how he got involved, and that kind of scenario. Hi Joel, thanks for joining me on the red carpet today. Maybe you can tell us a little bit on how you got involved to begin with.
Yeah, absolutely. So James and I have been longtime friends and collaborators, and we've been working together for many years in the industry. And he's had this script that he wanted to get produced for many years, and through a combination of talking to different people and sorting out sort of how we wanted to approach it, and collecting the team and the talent in this province, we figured out how to get it off the ground and to produce it this year. So we're really proud of it.
Tell us a bit on the development of the story. Where did it come about? What drove you to write this story?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I was writing stories about three brothers, probably about 20 years ago. We were just talking about it the other day. It wasn't a film school idea, but it was just like in those days at school, and you're just filled with creative impulses and inspiration because you're working at it all the time. I just started writing these little scenes, and it was just these three brothers emerged. I'm a triplet brother, so I have this scenario is interesting to me. My life experience was there's that Cain and Abel kind of good and evil dynamic in siblings we understand, but my experience is actually a third person's always in the mix. So that was interesting to me.
I am surrounded by the three main brothers of the cast, and I'm going to get them to introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about each of their characters.
Hi, Lonnie Olson played Dan in the film, the oldest brother of the three brothers. I think Dan is the one who has taken it on himself to hold the family together. And then things happen that Dan starts to unravel, and thus losing his control, I guess, on his brothers.
No, Christopher Duffy. Yeah. So I play Huck Lawson. I am the youngest of the Lawson brothers. I'm a hockey star, as you can see. I was going to say that I'm the one trying to keep the family together, but
Ending.
Yeah. It's a bit of a golden boy. Would you say? Is that fair?
Yeah.
Huck's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm the good guy. I'm the good
guy.
one, the nice one.
Like, you want Huck.
Yeah, you want Huck.
You want Huck.
Yeah.
You want to be Huck.
Yeah. You want to be Huck. Yeah. You want to be friends with Huck.
Yeah.
You probably want to be Tom.
We want to be Tom. All right. Well, let's find out about Tom from Ryan.
My name is Ryan Northcott, and I play Tom Lawson, who's the worst of the brothers, I would say.
He's the politician.
Tom, the politician, comes back to town, and I need some money. I stir up some trouble. And it all kind of goes downhill from there.
Like, what is it about injecting a third opinion into every storyline, regardless of who's good and evil? It just the antagonist and protagonist becomes more complex. And
Absolutely.
I think that's where these guys became interesting to me. I would hope that the audience gets away that they're not actually sure who they're supposed to like and who they aren't, and they're not sure who's actually driving the story and who isn't. And that to me feels like a really good success in the movie.
We've heard from the three brothers. Now we need to hear from, Grace is the character, Ray is the lady. So let's find out from Ray about Grace.
Thanks, Gary. So Grace Lawson is Dan Lawson's wife. And she's a kind person, wonderful wife, caring sister for her sister. And the thing with Grace is that she always seems to get left behind and forgotten. She's almost too nice. So as all the Lawson brothers go through all the things they're going through, Grace continually gets forgotten and kind of stomped on until she doesn't anymore. She has a big turnaround, and you'll see a great character arc with Grace.
Well, now I'm super intrigued. Well, and this was your first feature directing.
Yeah.
How did you find that in comparison to what you've directed in the past?
I feel like I've done about 300 features with shorts. You know this. Yeah. I think shorts still have the same level of exhaustion that they take you through, just in a smaller, compact way, right? But you still go through the same processes. You still go through the same thing. This one was, it's like the sprint versus the marathon, I suppose. You are there every day, and some days, even in any work mode, some days you just don't want to get up. but you get up because at a feature you've got all this wonderful crew that are showing up to do the work as hard as you are.
There is a certain amount of pride I feel about it being Alberta, but I think we're professionals in this province. We had a great creative team, a great professional team, and it's just amazing to see what professionals can put together when everyone comes together. Film is such a collaborative medium and such a collaborative art form, and you have all these excellent groups of professionals coming together. It really sings, and that was really such a joy to see with this team.
Yeah.
So Gary.
We could.
Oh, nice. Because you're a brother now.
What was it like working with those guys? There seems to be a lot of energy there.
It was amazing. It was a dream come true, actually. I knew Lonnie and Ryan before. I hadn't worked with Chris, but it was just an amazing ensemble cast that I'm super grateful to be a part of.
I think we challenged, I think to the credit of the film, we had a cast and crew that we took on a challenge, and they accepted that challenge and they stayed with us the whole time. We learned and grew together in such a wonderful way. So it was nice to call rap. It was a little bit bittersweet, but that's the beauty of art, and that's the beauty of this medium. You get to do that part. Now we get to do this part. We get to, I don't want it to end, but but we want to move on to the next canvas and paint something else,
Absolutely. So on that note, let's go enjoy this film. Congrats on the success and getting it all done.
Thanks, Gary. Yeah. Yes, pleasure. Thanks, guys.